Okay, and hello and welcome to my eye tutorial. As you should probably know, this isn't the only way to do eyes, it's only my personal way. As you can see, I've left the pupil of my dragon eye open because that's purely just how I like to draw my eyes. Now first of all, you click this on your line art. I created it with the pen tool, blah blah blah, normal settings. You click this selection source, and it's basically just the lazy person's way to do things. Now I go to my bucket tool, and as you can see I have it selected to selection source and transparency strict. Now I'm gonna go with this purple colour here, and I just fill in my eye like so. Get a bit of white bits there. Go away, Jess. I'm not answering your message today. Right, so I darken. Right, no, don't ignore what I just said. Go to preserve occupancy first. Opacity. It's opacity, shifty, you stupid. As you can see, I can only colour where the purple already is. It's very useful for lazy people like me. Now I make sort of a gradient. It's quite dark because that's just how I like my eyes. Nice and dark, like my personality. What? Who said that? Anyway, then I get a blur tool. It doesn't really matter what tool you actually use to blur it. It's just the blur tool is what I am happiest with. Then, still on the same layer, I get a dark purple, or just a darker shade of what I'm using, and I go around the pupil, get my get the tool I used to blur, and then I make and then I do that. As you can see, it just looks nice. I just like it like that. Now I think that layer disappeared because I don't like using the clipping tools for this. And then I select the lightest colour. As you notice with the base colour it was more around this area, but here we're going for fully saturated. Then I select my airbrush tool, and as you can see it's pretty low on the density, pretty transparent. And this is going to take a while, but I literally just create myself a little oops, excuse my French. Merde. Now let's see. That will do. And I set it to luminosity, and as you can see, if I put my layer underneath, you can see where it actually is. And because it's purple, it's quite bright colour, you can mess around with the opacity to your desire. Oh yeah, it's on luminosity in case I forgot to say that. I can't keep track of my thoughts. Okay, now we make them both disappear again, and we get the pen tool and make it quite small. Oh, smaller than that. Oh, bigger than that. Jesus. And you go make little lines. Well, first we start with quite long lines around the pupil, and then you make some smaller lines alongside them. Oh god, this is taking forever. Come on, Shifty, hurry up. You're so stupid. And yeah, you gotta have not exactly very much patience. It's not as bad as my hair, but it's still pretty taxing. And then you got to just erase the ones a bit around there, and let's get them both visible again. Then you set that layer to luminosity as well, but then you go up here to filter hue and saturation, and you find a hue that you think suits the eye colour. I think that one, and then you just lower it a bit like that. Then we make a new layer. Of course you can skip this this step if you've already filled your pupil in, but of course I haven't, so let's do that. And there we go. But we're not done yet. New layer, again, always above and never clipped. I hate clipping. And also above the base colour, way above. Now I get my water tool. I've got it to a blending of 84 and a dilation or whatever of 7 and a persistence of 0. My density is about 62, though I tend to mess around with that sometimes. Now we're just going to start by darkening completely the top of the eye, and then we just blend in like so. And it doesn't really matter too much because we're going to get our blur tool again and blur like so. Now as you can see, I kind of missed a corner there. Got to sort that, and there we go. Then I have my selection tool also to source selection tool, so I can literally just clean around the outside. It's beautiful. I'm gonna mess around to blur a bit more. Yes, that's okay now. That's good. Then make a new layer above the line art for once, and then we're going to need a white. And I'm gonna need a pen tool for God's sake, woman. And then we do the little highlights. I like to do it like that, but you can do it any way you like because this is just mine. Of course you can do it in more ways than just with the dragon eyes. As you see here, I have a human eye, or my attempt at a human eye. I don't actually draw people. It's a shame. Anyway, so we get a new layer, and I'm going to start with a dark blue to, once I can do this, fill in where my white should be. Okay, there we go. It's quite bad. In case you can't tell, I don't draw people terribly often. If you know me, actually, you know I never draw people. Then let's preserve occupancy, filter hue and saturation, and take that down to 0. Now let's get quite a light greyish blue. Yes. And here you can see, I'm just going to shade the top of the, oh God's sake, don't click that, woman. You stupid. You stupid. Oh. And then let's just fill it in. And then we get that one more darker. This one doesn't have so many shades because I don't like to waste so much time on the white of the eye. And then once again, blur tool, blah blah blah, whatever you use. And there you go, there's white coloured in. Let's get a new layer. And what colour eye should this person have? Let's give them a green eye. Yes, green's quite an interesting colour to play with. And then we preserve occupancy, and we do the whole darken thing, like so. Now you see the different thing here is there's no pupil. Oh my god, no pupil. So we make a new layer, and we get quite a dark green, and we make a nice big dot in the middle, and then blur the top with whatever you want to use. Of course I'm still using my blur tool because I'm pathetic. And we set to multiply, and I'm actually gonna leave it at full density, yes. Make a new layer and put it underneath. Always put it underneath. And then bright green, get my airbrush again. Hell. And then just a little ring underneath the pupil like so. Luminosity, lower it around. Actually I like it like that. I'm gonna make a new layer, and I'm gonna actually already go to the colour I want to use. I want to use sort of a yellowy, here we go, yellow colour. And then we make it smaller again. Gotta remember every single stage because I'm a bit of an idiot. Oh my god. Lines, 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 lines. As you can see, they're not as detailed or as good as dragon because I'm trying not to touch the people because that just makes everything way too awkward. Now, luminosity, mess around with it. I like it like that, yeah. Okay, you see that's actually pretty nice as it is. Actually, I like it. But we are going to select the inside of the eye by doing this. And then we're going to make a new layer above the multiply layer, of course. And do the whole dark. Oh shit. Oops. I forgot to it doesn't matter about that tiny bit for me. Then we just get the tiny, just darken it considerably up there. La 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 la. This is a really quick job, as you can tell. I'm not terribly happy with how my human eyes ever come out. And then we get rid of that. Oh, look at that. It's dark and mysterious now. And again above the line art, get the white. And unlike the dragon eyes, I don't tend to do that with the human eyes. I tend to just like to do one little dot there. And maybe another one there, depending on how much light is in the room, but usually just this one. Of course, you can do it any way you like, blah blah blah. This is just my way. And there you go. Thank you for watching.